dear students, this is Mr. Muhammad Salama, and I'm going to introduce to you AMPI 5, Unit 9, Being Green, the vocabulary. Alright, to start, we have a question. Which house is more beneficial for the environment? The tiny house, as you can see, or a big house? Alright, the answer will be the tiny house. To know more about this issue, we have to read. Okay, on page 76 in your student's book, there is a text which titled "A Tiny Step to Save the Environment." We have to follow up while listening.
A tiny step to save the environment. In 1997, American University professor Jay Schaefer did something most people would find unimaginable. He moved into a home that was smaller than 9 square meters. 9 square meters is not much space. Many flats contain one room that is larger than 9 square meters, but Professor Schaefer was undaunted by the thought of getting rid of many of his personal belongings so that he could live full-time in such a small home. He packed up the clothes that he never wore and the books that he never read and gave them to friends or donated them to charity. Once he had downsized, he moved into his first tiny home, which he called Tumbleweed. 1. What is a tiny home like? A house is classified as a tiny home if its living space is less than 13 square meters. Some tiny homes are as small as 6 square meters. Although they are small, they are made of quality materials. They can withstand freezing temperatures and strong storms. In addition to this durable construction, another important characteristic of a tiny home is that it's portable. Constructed on wheels, they may be pulled behind a van or powerful car. Because of their portability, owners of tiny homes often move them to different locations. Professor Schaefer has lived in the middle of an apple orchard, beside a lake in the mountains, and in the redwood forest of California. 2. What is the incentive to live in a tiny house? People choose to live in tiny houses for a variety of reasons, not least because they are much cheaper and more economical to run. Primarily, the owners share certain beliefs, namely a concern for the environment and a desire to reduce consumption of material goods. Professor Schaefer recalls growing up in his parents' huge home, annoyed by the exorbitant heating and cooling bills. A tiny home can be heated for an entire winter in a snowy climate for less than £70. This also includes the cost of heating water for showers and washing up. Tiny home residents also save money because they are unable to store much in their homes. Due to space limitations, they cannot buy something unless they truly need it. This decreased spending reduces the number of unnecessary purchases, leading to less waste. 3. Where are the appliances in a tiny house? Although a tiny house has limited space, it still contains modern conveniences, such as a fridge, a range, or a toaster oven. A portable TV fits neatly in a cupboard next to a laptop computer. Electricity is supplied in a variety of ways. Some owners use solar panels, while others' electricity needs are met by wind-powered generators. The tiny house can be connected to a public water source via a tube. 4. How can more than one person fit in a tiny house? There are tiny houses which are home to married couples. The living room can hold 2 comfortable chairs, and the bedroom, located in a loft, is accessible only by a ladder. Although it's not possible to stand in the bedroom, 2 people can sleep comfortably in it. It is also possible to entertain in a tiny house. Professor Schaefer has a fold-up table that holds place settings for 4 people, although the plates must be quite small. Some tiny homes have fold-out benches so that as many as 6 guests can be accommodated, although it is quite difficult to move around.
Here is the reason why tiny houses can reduce the harms on the environment. Highlighted words which we need to know their meaning. The first word is unimaginable. Unimaginable. The meaning of this word is something which is impossible to think or impossible to exist. The second one is accommodate. Accommodate. Accommodate is to provide somebody with a room or a place, space, to sleep or sit. The third word is classify. To classify things, it means to arrange something in groups according to features they have. The word downsize. Downsize means to reduce the number of belongings or costs. Durable, the word durable, it means to last for a long time without breaking or getting weaker. The next word is exorbitant. Exorbitant. Exorbitant, it means far too high, and normally referring to the price of something which is related to money. It collocates with costs, fares, fees, prices, and rents. The next word is fold up. Fold up means a word which is used before a noun, which means that an object can be made smaller by closing it or folding so that it takes up less space. The next word is generator. Generator is a machine for producing electricity. The verb of it is to generate. It means to create or produce something. The word incentive. Incentive means something that encourages you to do something or motivates you to do something. The next word is loft. A loft is the space just below the roof of a house. It's often used for storing things or for storages. The word material. Material means or refers to possessions rather than the needs of the mind and the spirit. Something which is concrete, something which is material, it means something you can touch. Okay, the word portable. Portable means easy to be carried or to be moved. Portable. The next word is undaunted. Undaunted, to be or to still be enthusiastic and determined despite difficulties. Alright, this part is to use one of these words into the spaces to fill in the gaps. Number 1, most hospitals need to have a space in case there is a power cut. Think, most hospitals need to have what? If there is a power cut? Yes, generator. Number 2, the destruction after the hurricane was space. I never see anything like it in my life. Something which cannot be believed, something which is unimaginable. Number 3, the success of consumer goods such as mobile phones and MP3 players depends on the availability of space battery. Space here, we call the batteries that can last for a long time. Yes, durable. Number 4, the high price of petrol is a good incentive to encourage people to drive smaller cars. A word means motivation. It means incentive. Number 5, the price of installing solar panels is space. Most people can't afford it. I need a word which means too expensive. The price of installing solar panels is exorbitant. Yes. Number 6, we use the gap to store our suitcases and other things we don't use often. I need a place to store things. Yes, it's a loft. Number 7, people's happiness doesn't depend only on the amount of something possessions they have. Space possessions, something which can be touched. Material possessions. Number 8, although many people advised against the venture, he remained space and succeeded in sailing across the ocean single-handed. Remained? Although many people advised against the venture, he remained undaunted. Okay, correct this. Undaunted. Undaunted is number 8 is undaunted. Number 9, buildings in Japan are built to withstand severe earthquakes. Number 10, laptops are supposed to be carried. Yes, portable. So weight is a critical factor in the design. Number 11, the city center offices were too small to space the recent expansion in the company to accommodate. Very well. Number 12, Spanish and Italian are spaced as Latin-based languages are classified. Number 13, some people were made redundant. Redundant means without a job when the company space in the recession. Recession means the fallback or being reduced. Yes, downsized. Number 14, we have a space bed for the living room, which we can use when guests stay overnight. We have a space bed, a fold-up bed. Yes. Number 15, the last one, we had to space a lot of books when the library went digital. Get rid of a lot of books when the library went digital. Alright, we have here a meaning of the word withstand. Withstand means to be strong enough not to be hurt or damaged by extreme conditions. The word get rid of means to make yourself free of something or somebody that is annoying you or that you don't want. Here are some words in the list which have the prefix in or un. It means that refers to the opposite meaning. Like what? Incapacitated. When we describe someone who is incapacitated, we can call him injured or unable to act. The next one is enterbed. Enterbed means courageous or brave. The next word is inexplicable. Inexplicable means something which not be able to be explained, something which is mysterious, something which is unknown. The next word is the word uncanny. Uncanny means weird and awkward, uncanny. The word insignificant means something which is not important. Something which is not important means insignificant. The word inept. Inept means clumsy or useless. If you can see someone who doesn't fit in the group or doesn't want to work with the group, he is inept. It means he is useless. The word unwieldy. Unwieldy means heavy, something which you can carry with difficulty, like a laptop or something or a bag, which is unwieldy. It means heavy or awkward to carry. Okay, in this exercise we need to match the meaning again with the word. Like number 1 is done for you. Incapacitated here it means injured or unable to act. What's the meaning of this word? Intrepid means yes, brave. The word inexplicable. Inexplicable here means something. Yes, not able to be explained. The word uncanny. Uncanny means weird. The word insignificant. Insignificant means not important. The word inept means clumsy or useless. The word unwieldy means heavy or awkward. And that's it for now. And and see you soon after you come back. Thank you for listening. Till next time. Take care. Goodbye.